Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Aquarius. Aquarius, what's going on with you? It's coming in for Aquarius. Ooh. All right, there you are. The Star. You're just letting go of things that no longer serve. You look at the reality of a situation. It is what it is. Yeah, you're definitely, I see happiness, emotional fulfillment. Look at that. You got an opportunity coming in. That is telling you, doing what you usually do, just letting go of things that no longer serve. I do think you have the start of something. I do think there's something mutual happening here as well. Yeah, shock, surprise, sudden. You might not see it coming. Yeah, see, it's saying to ground yourself, to prepare. I don't know if you could prepare for this, though. It's very sudden, but it is coming in, okay, suddenly. Someone wants to ask you out on a date. You could be focused on other things, but I feel this is the energy that you're going to be in. So it's just about preparing, okay? And I do feel, like I say, something here maybe where you acted kind of like you weren't interested. You took on that energy and it maybe didn't serve you. But there is going to be an opportunity. So this is someone here who, they're coming in right. They're solid. They're reliable. They're planting the seed. But I feel this is something that may have happened. Yeah. Because I feel like if you acted like kind of nonchalant, and it's possible you just don't see it. You may not have even recognized or realized that somebody was interested. And I do feel like it is what it is, letting it go. But this is seeing the bigger picture. So I feel like it's this person. I do think they're coming in and somebody wants to ask you out here. They want to talk. Yeah. Look at that. This is someone who's been kind of waiting here. Maybe you've been waiting for this, but I feel like this is someone been holding back and just kind of waiting. Yeah, this is someone who sees opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. So let's see. First I'll do the Star. I'll just run over each one, see what comes out. But that Tower is the one. Yeah, see, I see a house, a home, a reason to celebrate. Some of you are just focused on your home. Yeah, taking care of things, keeping your finances in order. Yeah, focusing on work, but it's about being emotionally available. See, it is what it is. I feel, like I say, you're releasing things. Yeah, and you know what's interesting? If you did act like this, it didn't serve because it's about being open. But this is someone here, I feel, who, they're definitely coming in. Yeah, see how someone's conducting themselves. See your lifestyle, morals, your values, see how you're conducting yourself. So this is likely how you were conducting yourself. But this is someone who sees opportunity. But I do think this is somebody who, and you could be waiting for this. You may be now having a sudden epiphany and realization that you may have, looks to me like pretty much missing an opportunity. Maybe you're the one waiting, but this is someone working, expanding their horizons, just waiting for the right person, the one. Yeah, so maybe you just kind of were in that energy. But this is about being emotionally open, available. Someone who maybe acted like they weren't very interested, but they were. But this is someone I think has kind of waited. Maybe explored other options, but yeah, I feel like they held back just a little bit here. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone who wanted to lay the foundation. They're a little apprehensive, they're not sure. They don't know how it's going to go, but it's about starting it. Now, maybe it's someone, for some of you, it could be someone that looks like they didn't follow through. And maybe you waited for this person and you're seeking out other options. It could turn out that way, but this is how I feel you were conducting yourself. See, and it could be an energy of just be a little cautious of anybody who comes in. Make sure you get each other, that you're on the same page. Because there's definitely something to do with that. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. I think somebody maybe didn't follow through, but this is where they actually follow through, laying the foundation. Yeah, some of you maybe did wait for this, but now you feel like giving up. See, feel someone feeling beat up, they're now giving up. But when you're just about giving up, here comes this person. What does this Knight of Cups want, and who are they? This is somebody new. Okay, so someone else didn't follow through. You've given up. You're putting it behind. A Tower, the sudden realization. And there you've got new. So there is happiness here. Oh my gosh. Tell me about the Sun. Yeah, this is definitely an energy of pride. But it's an energy of victory. There's a victory here. So it's very possible there's someone here who didn't follow through because they felt they couldn't provide, or maybe you were giving attention to someone else. I don't know. This is a person who, is a person who takes pride in their house, their home, and their appearance. And often somebody who has goals, a person who's ambitious. So this is about achieving something here. I feel like you're going to achieve something that you've been wanting. Definitely someone expanding their horizons, achieving goals. So whatever it is that you've been trying to achieve, I feel like it is coming to fruition. I still do feel, though, someone acted like they weren't that interested. Maybe there was someone who come in and you weren't. It could be they didn't quite come in right, because this is a person who kind of communicates in a way where it's not that clear. But I still feel like it's telling you to prepare, that you may not see this coming. Now, I know the Queen of Pentacles is often focused on other things. It's possible you just weren't even aware that somebody wanted to connect with you. And that's often the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, just not really aware. Very interesting. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, see, it's about the cup. Offering up the cup. Maybe you reached out to someone and you did it and took a little chance here. Maybe it didn't serve. I don't know. But that came after this. I came back around to look at that. It's all about not acting like you're not open or ready. So it's telling you to prepare. Preparing financially and emotionally, releasing anything that no longer serves. So I do feel there's some happiness coming in. It's saying to trust your intuition. You already know the answers you're seeking. So you're kind of just keeping it in here. I do see privacy too. See, it's about privacy. Something about privacy. But it's about this cup coming towards you. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, we got somebody here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, a person in that energy. It could be their sign, but this is someone who's keeping it all in. See, they already know the answers they're seeking. They didn't come in right. They didn't communicate clearly. So it's all about clarity and truth. Now they see things clearly. So I get it now. It's like, oh my gosh. There you go. But yeah, I do feel someone here who's definitely someone who's ambitious, goals, hoping to achieve something. But I feel some of you maybe have waited for this person for a bit and gave up. But it could be the other person who did. Because I see someone waiting, but I also see somebody expanding the horizons. See goals, ambition, what somebody hopes to achieve. So it's all about somebody who's goal-oriented and what they hope to achieve. There's opportunity here. Yeah, see the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is about, I mean, it could be someone who just felt they couldn't provide, so they kind of didn't follow through. But I do think there is an energy of a person following through because they're coming in with a pentacle, okay? But it's about being emotionally available. So tell me about this, more about this King of Swords. Yeah, somebody was very curious. See, there is a new person. You do have someone new coming in. I feel like you waited for someone and they didn't follow through. So now you're expanding your eyes and you're open to new offers and somebody new. This is what happens when someone waits too long. Okay, the ship has sailed and now somebody new. Someone who's definitely stable. It's just their energy. I do think they're a King of Swords. See, it's a person who's curious, learning something. They already know the answers. Somebody who's open, available, so they already know. But it's a shock and surprise originally what happens, that moment. I still feel like you may not, even after this, you may not see this coming, but there's the cup. This is a person who's confident, so they know what they want, the decision they're making. This is someone preparing themselves too. So it could go the other way around here. Yeah, see, preparing, looking ahead, feeling confident, taming the beast within themselves though. Yeah. Very grounded person. They see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. But it could be someone trying to find out if you have other opportunities too. It's a person who wants to know everything. I mean, it could be yourself where you're curious too. If you are the person who reached out and say, hey, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to do something? Do you want to hang out? Whatever it may be. This could even be yourself in that energy where you were just curious. I wouldn't be surprised. It could go either way here. Okay, let's have a look at the Three of Wands, because this is where somebody is waiting, thinking the ship has sailed, it's too late. See, someone left someone waiting too long. And then if somebody got curious and come in, so there's a whole new cycle. So those of you who are, wherever you are on this path, if you have someone who didn't follow through, you may feel the situation doesn't serve or someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. So I do see some of you focused on work and money. It's just being grounded and being patient here. But it is coming, and I see a whole new cycle. So, yeah, a lot of good luck and timing, too. Look at that harmony and balance. Some Libra energy. Yeah, it's an energy of harmony. It's about being fair. Someone who's just right. See, sometimes waiting for the right person. Just focusing on your home, your money. Releasing things that no longer serve, whatever. It could be anything. Clearing out your home, emotional things, whatever it is. But it's about the feelings being mutual. So interesting. And that's the ending here, is the mutual feeling. Someone who feels confident. See, they already know the feelings are mutual. There's interest. There it is, the Pentacle. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's the feminine who showered a little abundance. Kind of put themselves out there. You may have had another person who wasn't quite ready. It's possible. But this is definitely a curious person. Yeah, it's all about work. Could be happening in a workplace. See, want to know everything. What someone does for work, where they work. Someone who works from home, possibly for some of you. But is somebody working on a home or just building their finances? I mean, I do see this energy of mutual. But it's about being real, just being yourself. See, someone's just being themselves. That's what I feel the message is. Just be you. Okay? Just be you. Because this is why when the right person comes in, someone who's just right, where you connect and you fit. So that's, I feel, what it's saying. Let go of anything that no longer serves. Just be yourself. Yeah. There's that energy of a home. So somebody here is definitely wants to build a foundation. See, coming in right, starting off right, somebody new. Some of you are breaking free from something too. I do feel some of you have had someone who didn't follow through and they've kept you waiting. So while you're waiting, you're just focusing on other things. You're just kind of doing your own thing here. But if there is a choice between two people, somebody else had a choice, it definitely wasn't something that was possibly not meant to be. It wasn't successful, and they could be coming your way. Yeah, it is possible, but I don't see a lot of that. It's more about this other person coming in, laying the foundation. They don't follow through, and they didn't put in a lot of effort. Even if you had a date with someone, they didn't put a lot of effort in. It's like, yeah. And then you have another person who's curious here, somebody who's learning. They see things clearly. But with this energy, I wouldn't even be surprised for some of you it's the same person coming in to make things right, to do things the right way. It's the power couple. See, it's just an energy of two people who are practical, sensible. Just be yourselves, because I feel like you're going to be a good fit. See, they come in right. They're confident. They know what they want. They've learned some things here. They already know the answers. They already see someone who's sensible and practical. And it's an energy of feeling like home, where you feel at home. And I do think it is going to be an invitation to someone's home. Yeah. Look at that. See, somebody who's at home. There it is. Confirmation. Yeah. See, being available. It's almost like the tables have turned, like a whole new cycle. But like I say, it looks like a couple of different people for some of you. One of these is definitely something that could be successful. I mean, I see happiness and joy, feeling really happy, a lot of emotional fulfillment. You're about to get your cup filled here. But if you're the person who reached out to someone else, and you're the person trying to start something to lay the foundation, this person may have been a little skeptical. But I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in a workplace. But I see neighborhood too. I see people's neighborhoods, their homes, their financial foundation. But I feel this is two people who feel at home. So that's why I feel just be yourself. Just be yourself. Because the last thing you want is for somebody to come in who's not your type, or they're not right for you, and waste a lot of time. Okay? But this person here, I mean, tell me about this King of Swords. Let's just have another look at this person. This person's, yeah, it's an emperor. So this could be the energy of an emperor. But it is about building, and it takes two. It's about putting in effort. See, there's something this person needed to learn. Now, I wonder if you were the person who's curious. That's what I feel. We know you can be Aquarius. Oh, absolutely. And you know when to let go of things that no longer serve. You definitely, there's no baggage here. I mean, you're just letting it go. It just is what it is. Open to something else, but it could be the same person coming in. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm definitely, for most of you, seeing new. Someone building the foundation, offering an invitation to someone's home. See, being open. This is someone who already knows the feelings are mutual. I mean, they could be talking to people here too. We'll see. Who's this person talking to? I would be surprised if it's you doing it. Who are they talking to? Yeah, there's a lot of talking, things moving quickly, talking back and forth. We're talking about you. Yeah, the Empress. Look at that. Yeah, there it is. It's creating change. It is the tables turning. The Empress is open, turning the tables. But the Wheel of Fortune's here, so this is someone who's successful. It all has to do with timing. All things in good time. Sometimes it's worth being patient. If you have to be patient, you feel someone's really the right person, focus on you, do whatever it is you need to do. But yeah, it is about connecting, seeing eye to eye, soulmate connection. And I do see friends first. So that's another energy that I'm liking here. See, being friends. Seeing the things you have in common, spending time together, doing things together. So definitely if you had somebody who come in and ask you on a date and never followed through, they may have felt you weren't their type, or you weren't really that interested, especially if you were, I mean, it could go either way. King or Queen of Pentacles often can be a little aloof, or don't even recognize that people are interested. And even if they do, sometimes like, no, you need to come in right. Oh, what a reading. But yeah, definitely new. Definitely this is beautiful because it is about a victory. There's happiness, joy, everything out in the open. I love this. You're going to receive, you're going to get that cup. You're about to receive that cup. I think it's an offer, an invitation, or, you know. And I don't feel like it's a stranger. If you have a stranger curiosity, I definitely don't see you going to someone's home. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, it's about safety, security. It's also two people who plan, prepare ahead. See, it's all about planning and preparing. I think we have two people who are ready, and I love this. You're getting your cup filled. Yeah. See, a little temperance. Just being patient here. Just being calm, staying in control of your emotions. But definitely if you have multiple opportunities, I wouldn't be surprised if there is one person coming back around who didn't follow through. There could be a temptation here. So, yeah. I just feel like you're open to receive. offers, invitations, but I love that it's solid, stable, reliable. Some of you definitely do have an energy of two, but like I just can't quite put my finger on how they fit. Because I do think it's somebody who you went on a date, then they didn't follow through on another one. So you've kind of broke free, and then you've got this other person coming in. See, you're getting I feel like you're going to start getting a lot of attention. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone like curious who you're giving attention to, or who's giving you attention, but you're about to get a lot of it. So take care, and we'll see you soon. Have fun with it. But like I say, just keeping your options open. You don't have to make any decision. There's nothing wrong. You don't have to justify if you date somebody and you're not interested, or you don't follow through, or you just don't reciprocate. It's always nice to be polite. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles are usually very gracious. But yeah, if you date somebody and you're not really interested in them, or it feels off in some way, don't be afraid of keeping those options open. But there is a beautiful opportunity. Two people really see there's really something here. So, okay, bye for now.